Just because someone's on a bike, it doesn't mean they're a cyclist. I'll say there's a huge difference between cyclists and people on bikes.
Yeah.
The triathlete's not a cyclist. There's a huge difference. In triathlons, you're not supposed to draft. It's for a purpose.
You're not supposed to turn either, apparently. They created a sport you go in a straight line. That's what the track is for.
Absolutely.
I'm not talking the velodrome. I'm talking the fucking running track.
Yeah, the takeaway for everyone is because someone's on a bike, it doesn't mean they're a cyclist.
You're saying you got to earn it?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. My opinion that may be like seen as ugly, like, frowned upon, or, like how dare you say that type of thing.
The hot take.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, the hot take. And there's a couple of them, but like one to me that always comes back is how cycling now is what all the sports that people used to do have brought their habits into this sport, where it's before we didn't care about taking pictures and having photographers on the key, and now it's we have so many more women riding bike in the key. Why?
Bless up, because I found mine out there.
Again,
Bless up, I found mine out.
But
Bless up, I found mine out there.
Like women come to realize that that dopamine hit of riding a bike that we get, and some men too get this dopamine hit of attention. Like they're out there, and again, now it becomes a social media thing, and now it's not just about riding. It's like
lifestyle.
What kit am I wearing? And I saw that happen during COVID, and before, cycling was very elitist, traditional. They had their guardrails. This is what you do. This is when you ride. You ride at crack of dawn. You ride till 10.
All of that is true while they were dressed like the back of a newspaper. And we're going to go into that today. Because the branding and the style and the lack of fashion back then was you just look like a fucking newspaper.
Yeah.
Or a magazine, excuse me. Not a magazine.
To me, the biggest change, I remember when Rafa opened up their pop-up in the Grove.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, no. So they
before they were the club store.
Before they were the store, the actual proper store, they were a pop up, and this was, God, I want to say 7 or 8 years ago, and in the Grove where they have where Rice is now, where they opened up Rice and where El Bagel is.
Yeah.
There was the shops in the Mayfair were different and the Grove were different, and they had a little this size of this place, maybe like 1,000 square feet.
Rafa was the only brand back then.
And
anybody who wanted to ride a bike,
no one had style.
Right, wanted to ride Rafa.
Yeah,
that's all there was.
Yeah, and so
that was the major one.
All of a sudden, Rafa comes down, and all of a sudden you see all the guys that are elitist, and even some of the new people, and then some of the kids that used to ride in the street on fixies like Fabian. All of a sudden, they're the ones that get hired to work in the store, and they're bringing.
You're kidding. Rafa strategically reached into the community.
Yeah.
That's smart of them, because usually they'll just hire the first cat that will take a paycheck.
That was crazy. So, Fabian Garcia,
I've heard the name.
He lives in Girona now.
Yeah, I'm aware.
He runs a shop out there, but he was so into the bike scene and the bike culture and the alley cats at night. Someone reached out to him and he's like, hey, we can use your help. And he had no retail experience in the sense of apparel. But
that's smart.
He
Good on Rafa for doing that.
Yeah, he had swag.
That's how it should be done.
But he's the first person, and that store was the first time that you see the elitist, the people that were the forever cycling this way, and all the new kids wanted to come together. The coffee culture started growing, and all of a sudden you start seeing things happen a little differently.
Look at that, the original roots.
Yeah, of like Rafa is the one that first said, "Hey, let's bring good apparel to this part of town," because before that, it was,
And then second to that, the mesh of the old guard and the new guard.
Oh yeah, that's where it started. I honestly see that's easily probably 17 going into 18. I want to say it happened.
I would wish that there's a decade already, but no.
Yeah, no, the years.
There's not even a decade.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, tell me what's the big question out of you? I mean,
I want to grease the wheels. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna kick us off.
Just pull the mic a little bit closer to you.
Good?
Like towards you. Yeah.
Better?
Yeah.
I want to grease the wheels, and that was a good start. But I have a personal question that I want to answer.
Please.
Why don't we see you at the races anymore? Brother, you are the old guard.
Oh, man. I love racing. I really do. But you actually have to invest in time. And I invest that time into truly enjoying myself now. And I used to love going to the races. We had a great team. There was a great vibe. Seeing everyone and hugging everyone and, cheering, your own opponents on. But there was such a change in the culture, and I was almost like, I lost my flair for it. I'd love to go do it.
So unfortunately, it seems like you were burned out.
Yeah, it happens.
Or you burned out, you got burnt maybe.
I'll say this. I discovered some other things. Like I did Unbound. And training for Unbound wouldn't let me race. So I
Really?
think,
You can't squeeze in some intensity? You think you could for
I know, but
for 100 or 200?
But when I started training for Unbound, I started finding my happy place, that sweet spot.
Which is riding.
Just riding.
Riding
Hours
and
and
riding.
hours. Training for Unbound changed habits. Like you still race, and I encourage everyone to go race. Enjoy it. Start and go to Doral, hit the Weckl. That was like the first.
We miss
place.
you out there, bud.
That's where I won my first race.
We miss you out there.
Like, literally.
It's different. It's different without the guys that helped shaped what Miami is today.
I mean, it's such a culture, but the Miami scene has changed so much when it comes to be it racing, what's acceptable, attitudes. Everything has cycles, and I've seen this part of the racing culture, where there's the egos are huge, there's attitudes.
Really? We're peaking?
Yeah, I think so. Where everyone's fast. I've never seen Miami.
South Florida do that to you.
I've never seen Miami so fast. But I would love to race again. And before there was a time when the last time I did race, I was doing both races. I would do the 1-2 and I'd do the Masters. And at one point, the Masters got harder than the 1-2.
I believe that.
Dude, I was like,
I believe that.
So I would love to go back. I probably will.
Have you crossed the 5th floor, if I may ask?
Yeah.
So then you're eligible for Masters too.
Yeah. But I'd probably do 3 races now. I'd do the
Maybe I shouldn't encourage that then, because then poor Alma, and more so poor Jessica, won't get you back till 9 p.m.
Oh, I'll be out all day. I mean, the one thing I gotta say about the races, especially here in South Florida, it is intense. And that I don't miss. The
Intense from a like it's extreme, it's too hard, or it's intense because there's a lot of pressure because of everyone around it.
The pressure of everyone around
people
you,
or the thing?
The people.
The people. So not the thing, the people.
No, the thing is awesome. The racing is awesome. I mean, the high that you get from just finishing, and the adrenaline of hitting corners and finding the right line, and I mean, I've done it a million times where I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to win this, but I'm going to chase whatever's out there and get it. And like that adrenaline rush of getting there. But it's a different intensity. I mean, one of the last races I did, I remember people just, and it happens, jockeying for positions, pushing up. But, I guess it's age where I'm like, is this worth it? I'm like, man.
I'm glad it's that, though, because you started off saying that it was the people, potentially. At least that's how I understood your answer. But now I can understand that. And I respect both. Don't get me wrong. But I can't blame anyone for not wanting to take on the risk. It's a calculated risk. You can only give as much as you want. But I would have hate to heard, which is why it was my first question that I wanted to grease the wheels with, is if you got burned. Because I want to go put that problem out. Because I'm an advocate. I sit on the side of the community where I do want to spread the love. I do want more people to race. I do want more people to be intrigued, not only in racing, but in the cycling community, because there's a lot that comes out of it.
Yeah.
My favorite example is the fact that I'm engaged now. And there's so much opportunity for so many people to make proper relationships on the bike, out of the bike community, out of a race.
Absolutely.
And I'm glad that it's not Almo got burned.
Nah.
And if you did and you're not telling me, I'm going to find out.
Nah.
Because AJ just got burned.
It happens. I'll tell you, training for Unbound, like I mentioned.
I fucking never.
Doing epic rides. It's just a game changer. When I did race, I raced everywhere.
Yeah, that's exactly why. That's why I'm so curious, dude.
Tour of Dairyland, the Georgia Grand Prix. If something came up anywhere in the state, we did it. You know, like Chain of Lakes. You name the race. You know, wherever it was, it could be Lakeland. We went all over. There used to be a race in Tampa, the Cigar City Crit. That was an awesome weekend.
That's cool.
And again, it's not the same anymore. Things change. I'm glad that at least in South Florida and Miami, you know, we keep the racing, you know, the crits going every weekend almost. It feels like they never stop. People ask us like, so when's your off season? I'm like, what's that?
This is South Florida, my friend. There's 13 months of racing down here.
Yeah, there's no off season. And if it's not a race, at least I still have Don Pan. I mean, I still enjoy it.
That's what I was going to next. Is do you still enjoy racing?
Oh,
and it seems like you do because we see you out there at Don Pan.
Yeah.
But I wasn't going to assume that. I was going to get that answer, and I'm glad you do.
Absolutely. No. I again, that's our own weekly race. If you know, if to be honest with you, it's awesome. But 15 years ago, there was a guy. His nickname was Rossetti. He even had a bike brand from Colombia, Andres, and he, you know, again, like I am him to you. When I was 35, he was 50, and he would go all out, you know, chase everything, go hard. But his race, his ride would end at the base of the bridge. He would, and I never understood that. I'm like, dude, let's go. Let's get over the bridge. Let's crush it. Let's sprint at the end. No. From Bear Cut to the, you know, Whiskey Joe's or whatever it is now.
Señor Frogs, but we'll take Whiskey Joe's. He won't get that reference, but we got it. I got it.
The Gramps, you know, whatever you want to call it.
OG.
Yeah. So he would end there. And we'd just, you know, we'd drill up the bridge like we do now, come down, sprint at the other end. Awesome. And we'd catch him inside, and he'd already be at Latin Cafe, coffee, newspaper in hand. What happened? He's like, I won. I'm like, what do you mean?
The race ends over
the
there.
bridge, yeah. He's like, nah, it ends right there. And he's sitting there with his coffee. He goes, you want one? And I'm like, yeah. He goes, okay, your turn to buy. Last one here pays. And I'm like, oh no. So sure enough, he would get there every time, order his coffee, wait, let other people order too. And like,
yeah,
he's
the
like,
win is ordering coffee first. Yeah, got it.
I learned that a long time
I'm glad we
ago.
wrapped it up. Yeah.
So to you know, it's come full circle. Now I'm at that point now where I'm in the ride with everyone, and I'm realizing going into the bridge, I'm drilling it. I'm chasing everything. If someone's away, or if not, get on my wheel. I'm gonna get you to the base of that bridge going full speed. But then I'm like,
yeah,
I'm gonna get the coffee first.
yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna get that coffee first.
I'm glad, but I'm glad it's not what I thought it was.
No.
Bao told me this week that you ride every day. Are you not taking time off?
I ride 6 days a week.
6 days a week.
6 days a week. Monday.
But you're not a 7 dayer
I'm a 7-dayer when
like Felipe. Felipe rides 365.
Yeah, I'm a 6-dayer. The only time I do 7 days is when you know, there was some gluttony, you know, when it came to eating too much.
Yeah, I get
you know,
it. It's funny. Most people will ride less during the holidays when they're eating the most, and then Almo's out there riding more than. I get it. You're riding to eat. I get that.
Or if there's a holiday, you know, we just had a holiday on a Monday. Hey, then it's a 7-day. You know,
Muy bien.
We went consecutively.
I struggle with Mondays. Mondays for me are sacred. Like the body won't turn on.
I agree with 100%. Look, we just had a great day. Either you raced, you trained hard, you rode another 50 miles, or you did a coffee ride on Sunday. You hung out with family, you drank, you ate. Come Monday, I want to be ready for work. And so Monday is the day, man, I wake up, take Charlie for a walk, have a coffee, sit on the sofa, and I'm like, wow, so this is what it's like. This is what people do. They just wake up in the morning and just sit down. How weird is this? But it's my Monday. And I'm just chomping at the bone for Tuesday. When's Tuesday rolling around? Let's get going. But
I'm so training focused right now that for me it's just follow the plan. But I'm excited to get to the day because I know it's coming where it's just what's next, and I'm excited for it. Or better, excuse me, let me rephrase. What's not next? Just tomorrow. I'm excited for it to come.
Yeah.
Not sure what tomorrow is, but I'm excited for it to come. I'm happy riding and training, and I'm happy where I'm at with my riding, but I'm still just following a schedule kind of executing and rinse and repeat.
Yeah, I mean,
It's just different, right?
Training,
you're at where you're at.
yeah.
I'm at where I'm at. And I do
did-
love the difference, and I
did
love
my
that Miami-
training years are
Yeah.
completely different. Oh, what drove me crazy about training was having to rest.
Mondays.
Holy cow! No, thank you.
Mondays.
I know Mondays are great. No, but there would be so training. I guess old school. You know, we had these training blocks, and you still got to ride on your rest week, but it was like nothing. It was like, this is boring. I can't
I
do
just
this.
want to be out there riding my bike.
Yeah,
man.
like
Let me out of this
What do you mean
cage.
Zone one. What do you mean I gotta go easy? Nothing. What, go to the gym? No. Who wants to do that? To all
Why
the
do I have to
gym-
go to the gym? I have a
I got
bike.
To
I got
all
a
the
bike,
gym rats out there.
man.
Keep on going to the gym. I mean, I'm impressed with the people that gym, ride, run. Have a social life. I
the
try
trifecta.
Yeah, I'm trying to do that. I'm 50 years old and still trying to get there.
Let us know, please. I got a good question.
I think I missed that on the.
So I know how I'm gonna ask this. Almo sees who on what day of the week, and why?
No,
Tell us who you see and why through the lens of Almo.
Yeah. So we'll
And
start
how
with-
that- and how that
we'll
plays
start
out into
with
the
Monday.
key.
I mean, I think we all get on the gram when we're sitting on the sofa in the morning or having a cup of coffee when you are resting, like I'm doing on Mondays, and like, wow, people rode. What's this? And you see the people who are dedicated to training. You see the POW that's getting her run in or the pool day.
That one's unstoppable.
Yeah.
That one's a robot.
But again, that's what you see. And I'm like, okay, Tuesday, I know it. Tuesday, so flashback. I'm going to take us back a little bit. Pre-COVID, Tuesday was Johnny Rockets. So it was a Johnny Rockets in the Grove.
Yeah.
Where
yeah,
the
yeah.
road splits,
right,
okay?
Right.
Where they put a bank across the street from where the Starbucks is.
Say,
So 6 o'clock, we met there. 6 o'clock start. And it was just like Don Pan. So you had Johnny Rockets.
smash ride.
It was a great group ride. Unlike Don Pan, where it's a race, this was your tempo ride.
Okay.
So like we currently have. It eventually became Pasito Tuntun, what we did with Amino Rip, where we were having 300 people get together because of COVID. And now it's Piojo's Ride, Coffee Pace, Outlier. All these groups now have a Tuesday tempo ride.
Shout out.
And I ride with all of them.
Shout out.
So it went from Johnny Rockets and us getting up at 6 o'clock, and it was everyone. It wasn't separate groups. It wasn't, these clubs.
That's cool.
It was just everyone wearing either a bike shop kit or a kit they found online.
I appreciate that you acknowledge clubs.
Yeah, absolutely.
I appreciate that.
So it was shop kits or a Giant jersey or a BMC jersey, like brands, but not kits how we have today.
Yeah.
Designer gear.
Yeah.
So Tuesday, it was 2 laps, and it was we had less traffic. We would go all the way to the entrance of the park, Bill Bags, turn around
Into the village?
into the village. We'd ride through Key Biscayne. We were starting at 6 o'clock.
Ah,
So,
vale.
it's a half hour earlier than when most people start. But we were going all the way in.
Terrible idea, by the way.
Yeah.
You should be
I
starting
got
at
hit
8
by a
a.m.
car. It never fails. And Key Biscayne never reported it. Key Biscayne cops picked me up. They're like, you're fine. Just go home.
Rub some dirt in it.
Keep
That's
going.
before the cancel culture, man, where everybody's
Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely. No, the cops got me up. They're like, keep going. Don't worry about it.
Let me ask you about Tuesday. Back then,
Mm-hmm.
6 a.m. start, Johnny Rockets. Were you guys the only group out there?
Mm-hmm. Now, there might have been like 1 or 2 people training by themselves.
Right. Yeah, the cells, like the friends, but group,
I'm telling
club.
you, the OG folks that on the key, like Nelson, Gabby, Howard.
The old guard.
There was a gentleman that
I wish those dudes participated more
yeah
with the new guard.
They I'll say they do in one way or another. They still do Don Pan, but they won't do races. They'll go to 6 cap.
I'm not talking racing. I'm talking about here in the community. I wish they proactively, and this is wishful thinking. I wish they proactively reached into all the different organizations and activity happening, and they
I'm not
were
saying
there,
being an
shared their wealth.
elitist is a bad thing, but in this, in every type of community, there's that person, the snob, and hey, rightfully so. Good for them. They were here first.
So you're saying they hold themselves to that standard and they
don't-
just
yeah,
keep themselves
exactly.
away.
They're like,
Fine,
they-
whatever.
we-
Not
we
good,
keep
not
to our
bad.
clique, and it's
Yeah.
good for them.
But and that's the wish that I would like. That is that those people with the knowledge and most of the culture, because that's Miami culture too. Because right now where I'd like to get to is the blend of many cultures.
Oh, yeah.
Very intense. Like you've
Melting
got the
pot.
Miami culture and all the implants.
Yeah.
And those people are not implants.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's Tuesday. One group. Wednesday.
Wednesday, Dompan. Dompan never let us down. And Dompan was different. Dompan was from the rip where we meet. So Sunset and 57th. The reason it's called Dompan is because there was a Dompan
Because there was a
bakery
Dompan,
there.
yeah. I went there as a kid
Yeah,
all the time.
it was a spot.
Those are
And-
my old stomping grounds.
Yeah. And sure enough, we'd get there. Everyone would already have their coffee. Everyone's ready to go. And we would pull out. And by the time we crossed the Sunset Elementary, we're going
That's
25.
go?
Uh-huh.
Interesting.
Literally.
That just tells
ripping
me
it.
that the Grove was dead back then
we
in the
were
morning.
ripping it from literally before Coco Plum, we would hit that turn full gas. And in the winter, it was dark. We were riding in the dark by moonlight, literally. Like,
You're
'cause
going
back
into
then,
school zones. You're
yeah,
going through Carrollton. You're going through Ransom.
everything full gas.
I once heard, and this is a rumor that I'd actually like for you to squash. Was there a point where you guys were going down Tiger Tail instead of Grand?
No, we only did Tiger Tail whenever the art fair comes around. Tiger Tail is
Someone tried to convince me that Tiger Tail was a primary road.
nah.
And I told him no way. No
Tiger
way are they
Tail-
going into the Grove.
Tiger Tail is when you're post coffee ride, you're just trying to get home
Yeah.
and you don't want to be on Bayshore Drive.
Yeah, and I
But-
agree with that.
But dude, I'll tell you this. So the corner there where Johnny Rockets used to be, the Starbucks corner, that turn. Back then, if you hit that on a rainy day, people sliding out, bike crashes.
Because of the cobble.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm telling you, from you hit the turn at Coco Plum, you head south, you're ripping it. In wintertime, it's pitch black. It's a tunnel. Rubbing tire. We were racing, but it wasn't what it is now. It's not 75, 80 people. It was 25 of us.
I was going to ask about that.
It was 25 of us, the same 25. We all trusted each other. There was no blinking lights. Man, one time one guy showed up. I'm like, what is that? And all of a sudden he had this like LED, but it had a cord to a battery pack, and he had to give
He
up a
looked like
bottle
Brunel.
Yeah, I'm like, what's going on?
Battery packs all over the
I'm
place.
like, holy shit. Just like Lucas, like that, but instead of camera gear, it was one light. All that shit for one light. But man, everyone loved it because
Shit, that's a good point. Technology on the bike
Oh.
is pretty modern.
fucking amazing today.
Lights were probably not a thing. And
No.
you guys are doing these smash rides
Oh.
through the city, dark as shit. I had never thought of that.
And
I had never thought of that.
Dompan was a rip the whole way. That's why I joke with people sometimes. I'm like, guys, why are we going so slow? And that happened. That's a post-COVID effect. That truly is. Dompan starting from the toll is truly a post-COVID effect. Johnny Rocket's not happening anymore. Post-COVID effect.
Hold on. I want to argue that because I did Dompan as a teenager 15 years ago now. No, shit, 20 years ago now. I was a 15 and 16-year-old. And it was fast from this place, from Dompan itself up until, what's the high school? What's the church?
Which one?
You've passed the Grove, you've passed Flagler Park, you've passed the Marina, you've passed where Regatta is now, LaSalle.
LaSalle, yeah, okay.
LaSalle.
Yeah, right
So-
there where the school is, yep.
So LaSalle, when I was riding back then, I understood when Dompan started, right at LaSalle. And then they just said, no, let's just make it to the toll, and that's when the official started, because people were attacking into traffic.
Yeah,
And they were trying to avoid that. At least
So-
that's my
so-
understanding.
So no. So we would go from the rip, from literally on Sunset. You would go. I mean, and this
That's
is
intense.
Yeah, and it was so right now. What do? We do a lap in 20 minutes.
22,
We're
yeah.
flying. Before instead of being a 20-minute ride to the toll, it was a 12-minute ride. We were going full gas. It was an extra 5 miles of full gas
Yeah.
and turns and again, a narrow street. Again, once you're on the key, you have 3 lanes. You're flying. It's awesome. But we were racing through the streets. It almost felt like an alley cat. So, look, Tuesdays, Johnny Rockets. Wednesdays, Dompan. Thursdays, Johnny Rocket. Fridays, Dompan. Saturdays, Dompan. Sundays, Dompan. And some of the people, not too many of us, on Saturdays would go south. The hardcore guys or the triathletes that are getting their miles. But
The racers would do
yeah,
it.
but
Really? So Homestead and all that became...
Roberts, go to Strava. It's been around for a while, but literally, see when the route picked up. It wasn't always let's go south. That became a club thing, a culture thing. Like when the bike shops wanted to get people together and hey, I'm gonna give you an experience. So going south was an experience.
Different from loser laps in the key.
Oh, yeah, you said it. So going from old school to new school, and like I said, COVID killed some of these things. Again, during COVID, all of a sudden everyone's riding bike. People want to get out.
I remember seeing those photos.
Again, and I'm gonna drop a name in a club. You know, you have 305 Cycle. It came out of nowhere, and why did that come?
The phenomena.
Because all the elitists didn't want to let other people into their groups. They would like, get off my wheel, kid, get out of here. Even though you had the strength to be there, they're like, go away. So,
Trust.
Yeah, trust.
Share. You know, some of it is I don't want to share with new people.
Yeah, absolutely.
I didn't want to get COVID.
I did it today. Someone I've known for 15 years pulled up while we're riding today, and he made other people nervous. And I'm like, hey, Abdel, buddy, I love you, but go to the back.
To the back, bud.
And like, I'm like, we've raced together. I'm like, yeah, I'll see you later. Go to the back.
Yeah, I'm learning it's not even skill anymore. Like you could be a skilled rider, but if you're not a known rider, if
You're not trusted.
you're not trusted.
People feel nervous around you.
Yeah.
So
and
again,
that's a ticking time bomb because now I'm nervous. Not only are you nervous, now
Yep.
I'm nervous. And then because I'm nervous, the people that I know see me nervous, they get nervous.
Yep.
And the ripple effect goes down the line.
Absolutely. No, it's cause and effect.
Yeah.
So we go to 305 Cycle. We have COVID riders out there. And it's amazing because it goes from a culture of having, you know, the same 25, 30 guys and 2 women out there. And a shout out to the women that used to do it. This woman, Danielle Stout, power executive, tall she was originally from Jersey. You know, collegiate volleyball player, swimmer, athletic. And she got on the bike and she was flying.
Lucky her. I wish I had that ability. Just pick it up and go.
But she was one of 2 women that could hang with the guys.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there was a couple of women's race groups, but there was very few women that had the confidence, you know, the balls to like, I'm gonna stick it out with these guys in Dumpan. Now look at Dumpan today.
Stacked.
We have you know,
Stacked.
20 women in there at any given point. Women coming in from other parts of the country to ride this
World
this
tour
ride.
riders,
Yeah.
male and female. I'm proud of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I had nothing to do with it, but I will take that. I will take that.
That's the city.
I will take that strike.
That's Miami.
Yeah.
That's the Miami effect.
Yeah.
That is, no one can say they did that.
Yeah.
That is Miami.
And that segues me into the next question. So we've laid the land. You've pulled us back into kind of in the past, some history. I believe in like the mafia. I think there's like a soft grip around things in all domains.
Yep.
Now in our domain, the cycling domain, who owns the key? who really runs the key? Because there is an old guard, there is a new guard. There's those who are in the clubs, those who don't know or don't care about the clubs.
Yep.
And then there's
almost
Cesar Sosa and Almo.
You're almost right. Like there's like jokingly there's like this round table that we sit at and we discuss what we're gonna do. No,
You can tell us our secrets now. The green capes. You eat the children.
So again, it's people who are boisterous, people who say hello to everyone, people who want to encourage people.
What a good answer,
You
Almo.
know,
What a good answer.
That's the people that do it.
What a good fucking answer, Almo.
So Cesar Sosa, I call him Radio Mambi. That man almost killed me, by the way, and I'm glad he recently had an accident. He's recovering. He's doing well. Yeah, but 16 years ago in Miami Lakes, we used to have a race in Miami Lakes around
raced
City
that
Hall. I got sent into the guardrail. I broke 15 bones in my body. Almost lost my arm. Cracked my face. Broke a bunch of shit. People have heard the story. They've seen the pictures I post about it every year. April 1st, and
April
no,
Fools.
you don't hold grudges. The man almost killed me, and he's like, "It wasn't me. I had the line." I'm like, "No, you didn't. You put your elbow into my back, into my hip, and you set me over the guardrail." But we're good, and went back. 3 months later, won the race. Felt like amazing, but
After all that, 3 months later.
3 months later, buddy. But that's another story.
Also wish I could do that, dude. Some people pick up the bike day one, off they go.
So you have people like him who is boisterous and talks to everyone and encourages them in his community because again, Latin culture. He's Cuban as fuck. He is Cuban.
He's Miami as fuck.
I have buddies of mine have started riding bike and they're like, wow, and they're like, oh shit, that man used to cut my hair. I'm like, yes.
That's where I was going actually. Like I feel like the people, like if we couldn't come up with an answer, I was gonna prompt us with a few questions. And one of the questions was, is someone who's supposed to be in that position, people who don't ride bike, and I can identify them.
So
And it seems like that's true.
yeah.
Seems like that's true.
So sure enough, you got Cesar. Again, I'll put myself in the mix. Again, I say hi to everyone.
You also yell, "Don't break."
Yeah. that
You also yell, "No
is-
frenes!"
You okay? So there's another gentleman, old guard, also super fun. Gus Londono. He Colombian, Miami through and through. Also raises kids here. His kids own bike shops. I mean, Epic Cycles is his son's shops. They're in Texas, in Fort Lauderdale, I think in California now. I mean,
Wow, domestic.
oh, amazing.
We have a domestic brand in town, a
Yeah.
domestic bike shop.
Mhm.
I got to do my homework. Good to know.
So sure enough, Gus would always yell, "No frene," and in my phone I have him saved, "Gus no frene." That's how he saved in my phone.
You have to show that to the camera later on. You
Gus,
have to.
Gus Londono is Gus no frene, and he would say no frene, or if you were intimidated or scared, like he would see it in you. You can see someone when they're a little bit like gun shy and oh shit, or on the brakes. He'd be like, "Si tienes miedo, cómprate un perro," and I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "It's a Colombian saying apparently. If you're scared, go buy a dog and
Yeah.
stay at home, pretty much."
Get some protection.
Yeah. He's like, "But don't be scared around here." You know, I'm like, wow. So, Gus, I got the no friend.
Leave that shit at home.
Yeah, leave that exactly. So it was Gus back in the days. Nelson has always been a smiling face, and if you
What happened? Sorry, Nelson.
He still
Sorry,
is.
Nelson.
He still is. The thing is that Nelson.
He says he does do this
Yeah.
to
Oh,
everyone, which I
yeah.
appreciate.
And if you get
Gabby, everyone.
if
Almo, everyone.
if you get to know Nelson, and he'll without knowing he'll tell you the same story 5 times. You'll ride bike with him on Monday, and then on Tuesday,
He's a repeat yapper.
oh yeah, the same thing. He doesn't realize he's doing it, and he's just doing it because he just met you the first time, and it's the 10th time. He doesn't remember. His short-term memory's not there. But
Or all short-term memory.
yeah.
He's all short-term memory.
So sure enough, there's Cesar, myself. And when people start reaching out to you and asking you, hey, what are we doing? You sort of feel comfortable telling people what to do. So when you ask me, when someone else asks me, and all of a sudden you have 50 people asking you what we're going to do, I'm like, why am I just going to answer one person at a time? You start putting things on blast. Hey, we're doing this.
3.5 laps.
3.5 laps. That sometimes someone will come to me, hey, we're doing 3.5 laps today. I'm like, guy, there's 40 of us here.
That was one of the examples I was going to use today. I have seen within like 5 minutes from somewhere in the Grove up into the Key, it hasn't been decided yet.
Yeah.
And someone is yelling 3.5, and half the people are saying yes, half the people are saying no, and then finally the word stops. Almo said 3.5, or Cesar says 3.5. That's what we're doing today. Or my favorite is no, it's only 2.5 today, and people no, we're doing 3.5, and then one of you says nope, 2.5, and that's it. That's
it.
the law.
Well, again, we've been doing it long enough. You know how to judge it. We have people coming from out of town. We have, national racers, international racers coming to town. Dude, let's make it 3.5. Shit, let's make it
What
5.
a good answer, Almo. Let's show them what
let's show 'em what we got.
Yeah, let's show them what we got.
But again, we're doing this for fun.
Yeah,
So
which is great. great.
I want to say no. Is there a sindicato or something back there? Yes.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
We talk to each other, and we come. You create habits. We've been doing it for so long. Hey, end of year, let's do 5 laps. Hey, it's a holiday, let's do 3 laps. It's so for some people think it's like, oh, we're deciding now. It was decided for us 15 years ago.
I'm gonna go deeper on this topic because I've been curious to ask someone like you. I've never had the time one-on-one on how you feel about all the rides, all the communities, like actual neighborhoods that are starting to not necessarily copy but stand up their own Dompans. So I'll give you 2: Big Wheel, where this gentleman goes to, or El Pavo.
So
Are we fans?
Country Walk, El Pavo.
Country Walk, thank you, actually. That is what
Country
it's
Walk.
called, yeah.
So they've always been around. I've done them all. I've done Big Wheel with AJ. I used to go up there. There used to be the dump ride. Every neighborhood, Weston has their ride.
Yeah.
I mean, there's friends that I have up there in Weston, and they used to do the Weston Whirls. We have Dompan. They had the Weston Whirls.
Was that in the evening?
Yeah, no, it was morning ride. It was, you could do the easy ride at 6 o'clock, or if not, the second lap was 6:30 to go out to A1A. You do this. I'm sorry, up to 27, and then back around, and it's an intense ride, an hour long. They were
So
back.
we like the variety.
Yeah,
We dig the variety.
So the one thing that we're lucky in the Key is that it's prettier.
Agreed.
So everyone eventually, even the people that ride in Big Wheel or West End or Country Walk, they still want to come to the Key.
Yeah.
Do I need to go to Country Walk? No. Now that the roads are good, absolutely, I don't mind doing it. It's an awesome ride.
That's where I was going to get to. That's why I wanted to ask this, because I wanted to kind of get your opinion on, because of how fast it's growing, usually those things come with risk. It's pretty much that. Do we want to encourage more people to do all these different
I
rides?
do it.
I do too, and I think yes and no, but I also think, and I'll say we because I stand in the position, not of authority, but of someone who wants better for everyone, and we do activities to help you improve as a cyclist.
Absolutely, you have a great group.
Through the club, through the group, all these things. I throw a dad in Pavo, he's gonna kill himself in 10 of us.
Well, there's a B group.
Right? Well, that's what it's as simple as that, and that's why I think the Key's not the better place, not the one that triumphs others, but that's what I guess the argument is like, do we want to continue promoting all these other
I'll
ones?
tell you, you're doing the right thing. You're worried about the person next to you.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a
Yeah.
good guy. Some
Yeah.
people don't care, but I'll tell you honestly.
And are the people doing El Pavo and the Big Wheel, do they care?
Oh,
It sounds like that.
absolutely.
Cesar Soto's is a gentleman.
Yeah.
And the guy's taking care of the community super well.
Dude. So,
But will that be the base for the future where you've got, other studs that don't have this capacity like you and I? Who knows? We're not fortune tellers, but that's where I'm getting at. That's where my head's at.
yeah, like I'll tell you this: that there's rides throughout the entire state. We can go to Orlando and we can do the airport ride.
Yeah.
We can go and do there's the ride out of UCF in Central Florida. I mean, out of just north of Orlando. There's rides everywhere. Period. Before we didn't have Strava, so you had to know who to talk to. You had to reach out to people. Now you have Strava. You just open up. Oh, look, there's a ride here. I'll go there.
I'm curious how many people went through you before Strava was.
Oh, again.
I wonder if you were a dispatch. I see you as a dispatcher.
The only
Yes.
reason why
Yes. We'll be
I
there.
have
We'll be there.
followers on Instagram is because I would tell people where to go, when to meet, how to do it, and people would share. Hey, when you go to Miami, and I'd get calls. Like, hey, I'm here from Chicago.
What can I do?
I'm here. I came down from New York. My buddy told me I'm here from Michigan. They told me to call you.
It blows my mind that a shop hasn't taken that opportunity to stamp themselves as the place you go through, the shop you go through to ride in Miami. Because this place has so much heat right now, so much momentum. And what's funny is that they don't know it's an 11-mile loop.
Yeah,
It's that.
it's
It's
all
that
it
right
is.
there downstairs.
I'll tell you right now, West End, Big Wheel, it's a bigger, longer ride because you're not doing the same thing 4 times over. You're going down different roads.
I've never done them. I've never been up there for those rides.
You'd love it. We got to go. I encourage it, and we didn't do it this past Father's Day because it was Father's Day. But there was a triathlon in the Key. I was telling AJ, I've been telling people, whenever there's a tri in the Key, fuck Don't Pond. That's
Yeah.
the only time you ever heard me say that. Yes, I said it. Fuck Don't Pond.
Yeah, get out of there.
When there's a tri in the Key, let them have it. Why the fuck are we there?
Yeah, we did 120.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah,
That's
we
an
went
awesome
down south.
ride. Do something else. I've always said it, and I've done it with AJ, and I've done it before. You ride up. You
Yeah.
ride up from here. You leave Starbucks, take 27 straight up. You get to where Taft is, get to Big Wheel, say hi to everyone, and they do like they do here.
I gotta say, I was excited because it was like 3 months ago. I was riding up to Hueco with Kami. We do that for Hueco only.
Yeah,
You guys were riding south from Big Wheel.
yeah.
And I was like, yes, almost back to racing. You had gone to Big Wheel, dude. You had gone to Big Wheel.
But I'll get back to racing. But yes, there's rides everywhere. But I'll say this, and this is the one thing I will never say fuck Don't Pond aside from triathlons.
Unless it's a tryout.
Let me tell you why Don't Pond is so good. You said it, it's 11 miles, but it's the best 11 miles in the
It's
country.
fast. It's
I will
hot.
tell you this. I've been all over this country. Yes, does it beat the PCH? No, on views. But how often do you own the PCH? You don't. We own Key Biscayne. And I'll say it here. Look, we do. We own it.
For half an hour.
For 21 minutes, in
For
and out.
21 minutes.
That's gonna be the greatest fucking clip.
Hey, that's the most she gets out of me.
Yeah. We own it. Like literally, and I do it respectfully. I talk to the cops. I know all Sergeant Perez, great guy. Even though I got pulled into a car a couple weeks.
See, that's why the old guard should continue, and that's why I think that's one of the points that I would like to touch on. Maybe this is a bigger, broader conversation. People like you, not to shield us. You don't need to protect anybody, but you got to be that bridge between the intangible and the tangible. The tangible is the law. the intangible is the people breaking the laws, but how do we get through those? How do we bend the rules?
Yeah, no, easily, no.
Right? Happily, you mean.
Happily, like the one thing I'll say is the key is perfect. It is that map on Swift that everyone likes to do, and I never touched Swift. I own a kicker. I got it. My wife bought it for me, when it was $1,000 for the unit or whatever it was, and I've lent it. She hates the fact that I've lent it out to more people than me ever riding it.
So indoor 0, Almo 1.
Yeah, absolutely. It's sitting in my closet. Brand new.
I
cassette.
admit that you encourage me. You're one of the reasons why I remind myself of when you ride when it's raining.
Yeah,
Because when it rains, Almo rides.
I fucking love.
When it's not nice out,
We're jumping from
Almo-
subject to subject,
Almo
but I'll
rides.
tell you this: man, the fuck up. The rules are there, and it's a joking rule, but there's
Men fuck up.
There's some basic rules I think that should be instilled in everyone. If you leave your house and it's not raining, perfect. If you start getting rained on, keep fucking riding.
don't turn around.
Don't turn around. It's just another variable. Just do it. You're gonna enjoy it. It's refreshing. It's liberating.
As a racer, I think it's good for you because it helps you handle it helps you, not even as a racer, actually. Now that I say that out loud, I actually want to change that thought. It encourages you to be a better rider.
Yeah,
'Cause
absolutely.
now you're handling more variables.
You are handling everything, and it's, dude. I'll say this. That, the bike is my drug. It may not be your drug, but it may be. I think
Come on, Alma. You know me damn well enough.
So the bike is my drug, and I realize this riding in the rain, riding in the heat. We're out there, 11 o'clock on a Sunday. It's 105 with 100% humidity, and we're riding our bike. And let's go grab a beer. Let's put a beer in our pocket. Let's have fucking fun. We're still enjoying it. We're riding through everything. So that's why I tell everyone, right? You see me riding in the rain. Now, if it's raining, when I wake up and it's downpouring, and this is Miami, it can be raining in the Gables, cats and dogs, but the
Not
key is
here.
dry.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Really?
I hate
That's
that.
surprising because you're out there all the time.
I know. I can't. I just can't leave my house. I've gotten dressed. Well, so
I get bitched at because I put myself in too many dangerous situations.
Oh,
I'll
no,
get dressed and go.
No.
I will get
Nowadays,
dressed
with
and
everything
go.
that we have, it's not dangerous. But I'm not kidding you. I would get. I don't look at. I hate. Fuck what's up with the goddamn groups where it's raining here. Shut the fuck up. Listen,
Get out
Brian
there.
Norcross. Let me figure that shit out for myself. I don't need to hear that shit.
Who'd you just call out?
Brian Norcross. He's the guy that called Hurricane Andrew. So he's the first weatherman I discovered.
I just check my tits, and if I'm good here, I'm good to go outside.
I'll tell you one thing about me. I drove into Miami when Hurricane Andrew was coming. I didn't know it was coming. I was driving a U-Haul, no radio. Didn't know Hurricane Andrew.
Is that when you moved here?
Yeah, I pulled up to my mom's house in off of Miller and 92nd, and she's rolling down shutters. I'm like, is this a bad neighborhood? What the fuck? I come from Connecticut, and the only thing I see with with shutters like that is like bodegas in New York. What the fuck is going on? And she's like, just get inside.
It's happening.
And Brian Norcross, who I didn't know the name before, but he's famous from that time. He's like, "Oh, Hurricane Andrew's gonna come over us tonight." And I'm like, "What's a hurricane?" Never dealt with that shit growing up in Connecticut. And sure enough, now I joke about. I'm like, when Jessica tells me, "Oh, in the chat," I'm like, "Oh, Brian Norcross, or whoever the current weatherman is." I don't give a fuck, but I don't need a weather report.
We pick on our guys. We make fun of them because they're so convinced that they're right.
Yeah.
They're so convinced that they can tell the weather.
You're fucking wrong.
And we actually encourage it, and we let them kind of like give us their whole spiel. And then we'll get out there and be like, hey, you guessed it. And it's beautiful, fucking sunny.
I do that all the time. Again, just get out and ride. Wake up, get dressed, get on your bike, and go. Now, like I said, this is me. Some people, I have friends that still leave. They put on the booties. They get the rain jacket. They
get
leave
wet.
the house.
You're gonna get
Good
wet.
for you, AJ. You're training hard like that. Keep it up.
Are
Not
you
me.
one of those? You dress up for the rain?
Oh no, I go out in bib and
Yeah, off you go. Yeah.
I
Your
had to
birthday
pick a-
suit.
you destroy your bottom bracket.
Yeah.
Whatever, it's a couple of things. Take it to
Fine.
Gianni.
Yeah, and you're good to go.
So sure enough, I discourage that. Yeah,
Really?
get on your chat. Chat with people.
You
about
discourage WhatsApp.
Yeah, the what's up
yeah,
with
yeah.
the weather report. Hey, if you're not coming, I don't give a fuck. I wish you would make it. I'm sorry you're not making it, but I don't need the I have a headache or
The
I
justification.
I got a flat. I'm like, fucking fix it and get on your bike and go.
Yeah.
if I don't,
I appreciate that mentality.
you know,
I don't like when people make you check in or check
yeah,
out.
no,
That's not for me.
Oh, that ruined
You're
my
an
ride.
adult. I appreciate your time.
Yeah.
I respect your decision.
Yeah.
Thank you for letting me know. I'll see you tomorrow. Next
Yeah.
time.
You should go in and meet them.
Oh no.
Oh, the guy that never shows up to the group ride?
Yeah.
The guy that says he's gonna show up to the group ride but never shows up to the group ride?
Moni, did I say that? No.
You did say that. You did say that.
How many times? Again, I don't ride with Moni that much. I just once in a while see her.
She
and
does sign out, though.
But
She signs out every morning. If she's not gonna come, she signs out.
Yeah, I'm like, just don't show up. I mean, don't even say you're going. Surprise people. Make people happy that you showed up.
That's where I'm at now.
I'm like, don't tell people you're gonna come and not
No.
come. Hey, surprise, I'm here. You know, but not the hey, I'm gonna see tomorrow, and then
No,
all
no.
the hype, and then
No.
hey guys,
No,
it's
no,
raining. Oh, hey guys,
No,
I got a
no.
flat. No.
I'm glad you and I agree. I don't appreciate when people have to pull their foot out of their mouth.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, no hate to Moni. I'm glad you're respectful of everyone's time and keeping people up to date. But I mean, to all the God, I'm creating something. To all the Monis out there,
Stir it.
To all the Monis out there,
Stir it, brother,
You
stir
know,
it.
hey, we don't need you to tell us you're not coming. Just surprise us and show up. You know.
I'm gonna close here with this following one, and I think it actually plays well to what we just went through, and it's a bit controversial. So
Wait, before you do that, we got to hear Elmo's story on the plane landing in the key.
Oh. So yes. So Don't Bond been around forever. Seen everything.
on a Sunday,
This was a weekday. This is a weekday. This was probably a Wednesday ride. So if you do something enough, you do see everything.
Agreed.
I've seen
Probability
people,
goes higher.
I've seen people naked, at the beach. People.
nudist.
I've seen cars floating away. So where we finished Don't Bond now, that used to be a park, a bunch of trees, some pine trees. They
Sí.
ended up making it a really nice park now. But before, it was a spot where people would pull up to make out.
To
You know.
present.
So, do you know how many times cars rolled into the water there, and we'd see the cars floating in the morning?
Fuck, it's still in neutral. Fuck, I forgot
They're
to
just
put it in
rolling.
park.
So, cars floating, naked people, people fucking. I mean, you see everything. The hobo taking a shower right before Bear Cut.
Next to a couple having sex for the first time.
Yeah, exactly.
You
So
get it all on Key Biscayne.
You see everything, and then sure enough, at the turnaround, I saw a Ferrari upside down in the tree there, like literally flipped in the tree, and I thought that was like wow, and probably I want to say this is like 7 years ago, and I'm gonna find the clip because I have it. I pulled out my phone because we're riding in, and you can see Crandon Park while you're riding in, and you literally see sputter, and the noise, and you're like, what the? And we're all looking, and we're seeing a plane land and pulling into Crandon Park.
You can't park there, bud.
You-
Can't park there.
so we coming around, we hit the U-turn, and I pull out my phone, and again, this is how old I am. I'm making references to Channel 7. I mentioned Brian Norcross. There used to be another reporter, and he'd be like, Channel 7 News. I pull out my phone. I'm like, okay.
Channel 7
Here we
News.
are, Channel 7 News. Fabian, tell us what's going on. And Fabian is right with me. He's like, okay, Elmo, here we have a plane that's just landed in Crandon Park. And sure enough, we're passing, and the guy's getting out of
We're gonna have some backed up traffic. We recommend you to come through.
We're
Don't
doing
come
a
to Key
live
Biscayne
report
today.
on what's happening in Key Biscayne. I mean, we should actually start a hotline with a news network and let them know what's happening. But sure enough, a plane landed, pulled in. The guy saved it. But sure enough, that's how wide that road is. I mean, like, hey, if it's wide enough for a plane
I
to
believe
land,
it.
it's wide enough for bikes and cars to get along and not get honked at or almost hit.
Praise, brother.
Or even
Praise.
better, like the lady did during the big ride we did in December, where the lady had to go on the grass to pass
The
us.
green old Mini Cooper. That wasn't her passing. That was her, or that was them getting distracted, or because of how angry they were. They went a little too wide, caught a little bit of grass, and the grass took them out.
No. She did it with all intention.
That was intent.
That was intent. I saw the following week, and she's like, just stay out of my way. Because I talk to everyone. I don't care if I pissed you off or not. If you love me or hate me, I'm going to say hi, talk to you, ask you questions.
As you should.
And sure enough, I saw her. I'm like, hey, you could hurt someone. The road opens up. She's like, you guys were blocking me from the beginning. I'm like, it's Sunday morning. What's your rush? She's like,
None of your business.
yeah. So I can't hate on her, but I was like, hey, you can be a little more careful. And like, she just drove off.
That's a cycle.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could be more careful. You could take less space. You could be more careful. You could take less space.
Oh, I yell at everyone, but like, let's be mindful. But sometimes I also think it's Sunday morning at 7:00. What's your fucking rush, buddy? Where are you going?
Nowhere, dude.
Exactly.
Nowhere.
But there are so many. You again, if you do things enough time, you will see everything. And I think that was the epitome of seeing the plane land.
That's one of my favorite parts of the Keys. That it's there. We use it often. It's our third place.
Yeah.
It's always available. You know, we're not like doing different routes. Like that'd be cool. We spend time in Spain, and every day it's a new route, and that's great and all. But I also almost miss the routine of just doing it with the same people at the same time. And it's big, like it's small enough to be able to train and make it efficient, all these things, and it's big enough where it's, at least for me, it's big enough where it still kind of has that variety to it. It keeps fresh to an extent.
It never gets old.
I don't know how people complain that it gets old and that it's the
Show me who's complaining. They're not a cyclist.
they're
Okay, I'll be honest.
triathletes.
So,
Triathletes. Did I say that out loud?
Wearing a pass.
Yeah.
There's one thing I'll tell you.
PNS.
The
What's that?
the-
You rode in Mallorca once? Oh, congratulations! Come back to the ground.
I taught my kids this, and my kids know this very well. We're cyclists. I say it proud. I'm a cyclist. One time my kid was behind someone, and he's like, I was behind a cyclist. And he took a picture of the guy. I'm like, that's a guy on a bike. That's not a cyclist. There's a huge fucking difference. Buddy. Don't confuse us, all right? And then, my kids know it. And
Clear line between the two.
guy on a bike, cyclist. You know, and it's scary. And again, we see it on the news, man. God forbid someone get hurt, and it makes the news. And I worry. You know, like breaking news, cyclist hit. You know,
There was one today.
yeah. You see it, breaking
Or
news.
was it the beach? No, Fort Lauderdale.
Fort Lauderdale on the bridge, and sure enough, God, it's sad, but I'll say there's a huge difference between cyclists and people on bikes.
Yeah.
And I'm not an elitist, but that almost sounds elitist, where I'm like, there's a huge difference. And a triathlete, oh man, I'm gonna catch it for this. A triathlete's not a cyclist. There's a huge difference.
Some are.
No, absolutely. I have friends that cross over that are cyclists.
They're liabilities.
They're risky.
I'll say it. They're liabilities.
Why you're in triathlons? You're not supposed to draft. It's for a purpose.
You're not supposed to turn either. Apparently, they created a sport. You go in a straight line. That's what the track is for.
Absolutely.
I'm not talking the velodrome. I'm talking the fucking running track.
Yeah. Absolutely. So, I'm glad, and I want everyone. A takeaway, a hot take for everyone is like, just because someone's on a bike, it doesn't mean they're a cyclist. Period. Again, and
You're saying you got to earn it?
Yeah, absolutely.
I didn't think that was gonna come out of you. I figure you as the warm hugger.
I'll welcome everyone. I'll welcome the guy.
Yeah,
on the
I
bike.
guess that warm hug has its
I'll welcome
has its
the guy on the
limits.
bike. I'll welcome everyone to become a cyclist. There's a point where you're a cyclist. There's a point where you start in this sport and you go to Sports Authority. Again, I'm aging myself, dating myself here. Dick's Sporting Good. You go to a department store, you buy yourself a bike for $500. You're like, oh my God, it's so expensive.
You wear a helmet that points
Yeah.
up rather than forward.
You wear a helmet backwards.
I got a cowboy hat last month, and I walked out of the store wearing it backwards.
You're not a cowboy.
No, clearly. Now we know the difference between a cyclist and someone who rides a bike.
Exactly. So I'm welcoming, but again, there's a huge difference. And I love seeing that transition. I love seeing people change.
It's fun to watch.
I love being that first hello to those people.
Yeah, so do I.
So again,
You and I agree on that for sure.
There's the little part of the cycling drug is when you help people, when you encourage them, when you change people. I have a lot of people in my life that have become friends, and I have friends that have become even better friends because they've let me show them what it is to ride a bike, to become a cyclist, and to change their lives. It changed my life. I'll get you the photo. I had to get.
It made my life, is how I like to say it.
I had to get onto a medical grade scale to find out my weight at one point.
Yeah.
Like I was a size, I wouldn't buy pants, but it was a 44 and it was tight, and I wouldn't buy bigger because I didn't want to go to a big and tall shop because I'm not tall.
So
I was definitely
I dig
big.
that. You gotta be better.
Yeah, but
Gotta lose some weight.
I found cycling, and it changed my life. I went from not knowing what my weight was to cutting myself in half and weighing 180 pounds. And to me, I did that in 1 year out of spite. And that's a whole.
Sounds like you starved yourself.
Yeah.
Sounds like you starved yourself.
Nah,
Some bike, some diet.
Oh,
Some
no,
bike, some diet.
Okay, I'm gonna get to a quick story, and I'll make it fast. The only
Yeah,
reason-
because I need to scratch the CD here.
Yeah,
I need some controversy soon.
The only reason why I ride bike, and we all ride bikes as kids. We all know how to ride bike. We play as kids. My brother-in-law's childhood best friend, his dad owned a bike shop, and he was always a cyclist. And one day, I did exactly what I said I suggest people do: go buy your bike at a department store. I bought a bike at Sports Authority, a mountain bike, because I'm like, hey, let's go ride bikes. He says to me, and I'm like, sure, cool. My brother's like, dude, buy one at Sports Authority. It's $500, no big deal. I'm like, 20 years ago, $500 when you're raising 2 kids, that's a lot of money for him. Like, man. Okay, let's go. There's a money back guarantee. If I don't like it, I can take it back.
30 days.
We go for a ride. Amelia Earhart Park. I remember it. We rode 7 miles.
Huge.
For someone huge as me, yes. Guess how long that took us?
An hour?
3.
Wow.
But I had a fucking blast. I fell a dozen times. I got up, I cleaned the mud off my face, kept on falling. We finished, and I'm like, that was fucking fun. That's amazing.
That was the beginning?
That's the beginning. I'm like, this is great. Holy shit, dude, thank you. And I'm grateful to people. When you do something for me, I'm gonna let you know, man, you did it. Thank you. Dude, when are we doing it again? It's like when you get pussy the first time, you're like, when are we doing this shit again? You're like, what are we
Please, more.
So I'm like, when are we doing this again? And he's like, dude, no. We just took 3 hours to ride 7 miles.
That sucked. There's one guy that's saying that sucked.
That sucks. So
And another
Sergio's
guy had
looking
a
at me, he's
blast.
like, dude, he goes, I'm glad you had fun, but I can't. He goes, I'm starting to train. I have a year to get ready for Leadville. I'm like, what the fuck is Leadville?
Oh, so this was an experienced cyclist. I didn't get that part.
He had dad owned a bike shop on Coral Way in 67th, where the Winn-Dixie is, and Colombian. So your typical Colombian cyclist, and he did me the favor one day, and then I'm like, dude, I want to do it. And he's like, no, I'm training. I got this real big thing. I'm like, fuck, Leadville. And for those who don't know, Leadville
10,000 feet.
was one of the most epic mountain bike races ever.
It has to be.
You start at 10,000 feet, you peak at 12.6. It's 100 miles, and you're just hoping to finish. It was the Unbound before Unbound was around.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That was the XL?
That was the monster race of the year.
Good to know.
And sure, I'm like, holy shit, dude, I want to do it. He's like, you're going to die.
Forget about it.
You
Are you about to admit that you did it?
Yeah, I beat him.
You did.
I did Leadville, yeah.
Leadville?
And
That's
I
awesome.
beat him by an hour.
What's the name of that town?
It's Leadville, Colorado.
Is it?
That's what it's called.
Oh.
So, like everything, and unfortunately, again, this may rub people the wrong way. Lifetime bought it and made it their thing. Lifetime buys everything. If it's a good event, Lifetime will buy it.
Yeah.
Business idea guys, create an event, let Lifetime buy it, you'll make a fortune. So, sure enough.
Taking that one as a note. Thank
Sure
you.
enough, after he tells me that, I'm like, what do you mean I can't do this? And I tell me I can't do something, I'll do it. And everyone jokes around, they dare me to do something, I do it. I always, and sure enough, he's like, you'd have to train, I'm like, I'll do it. And
There's 2 types of cyclists: the people that can just send it,
Mhm.
and the 2 types of people that you need to train,
Yeah.
and you need to prepare, and you need to plan.
well, you said I starved
Send
myself
it.
to lose, 200 plus pounds. I pretty much did. I read that, hey, caloric deficit, 1,200 calories a day, and my riding started that mountain bike, and I just ride in one direction until I couldn't anymore.
Yeah.
And then I had to ride home. So I lived in Kendall. I'd get on the busway, start heading south, and I couldn't anymore turn around. And I'd do this at night.
Dangerous.
My kids would go to bed. I'd get on my bike. I have horrible sleep habits anyways. Why not?
You had the bug.
And it bit me hard. Lost all this weight. Went there. Beat him by an hour. And he doesn't talk to me anymore. He's like, you're an asshole. I'm like, no, come on.
Frenemies forever.
Yeah, we did this together. We still got along really well and everything, but I joke with him. I'm like, it's not the same friendship. The friendship we had he was that mentor. He took me on rides. Okay, he saw the dedication. He saw the movement. He saw everything move. And then we go to Leadville, and he's like, I literally, by an hour. And he's like, congrats. Yeah, great. Let's go get a...
Hard start to the cycling career.
Yeah.
And then after that, 20 years of cycling.
And never looked back.
Good
Never, ever looked back. You can't get me off a bike. I almost died because of bike.
It might kill you.
Yeah, no, guys, it may fucking kill you.
It might
but
kill
you're
you.
gonna have fun doing it. But like again, I have a friend of mine, Ramses. He's a personal trainer.
Big Ramses?
Yeah, Big Ramses.
Yeah, dude, that
He-
guy changed it all.
Awesome guy. I'll say like he had a receding hairline. He got a hair transplant. He looks great. But when you do that,
Total stud.
you got to stop riding. You can't do exercise. And I'm like, brother, get ready. It's fucking rough. And he just posted today. He's like, what are you guys doing out there when you can't train? And I'm like, told you, buddy. It's fucking hard. I mean, it's something else. You know, shout
I'll
out
have to
Ra-
follow up with him.
Yeah, shout out to Ramsey. He's an awesome guy. That's a guy that also transformed from, you know, college football player to bodybuilder to life coach to doing everything that he's doing. I mean, he's an awesome guy. But to me, like, I was like, ooh, I know.
Can you imagine being his size? Dude, he's huge.
And he's a monster on the bike. He's a diesel engine. It's amazing to see
I've never rode with him, actually. I almost did in Colombia, but
No,
we weren't able to
I've-
sync.
I can honestly say, I'm jumping around subjects like Ramses. You meet so many people in cycling. This is the only sport that you can do this, by the way. I want someone to tell me I'm wrong. There's no other sport where you can ride with a guy that is very
All levels.
humble.
Yeah.
Just
That's
moved
the way
here,
I sell cycling,
humble,
actually.
just moved here, grinding, working 3 jobs, but he makes time for his passion to ride bike. To, you know, I've ridden bike with Ken Griffin, you know, one of the richest guys in the country. Like, I got him, we rode bike, got him drunk on his birthday, and he's like,
You guys saw the article that cycling is the new golf? Everybody wants to do it.
everyone wants to do it. But that's the thing, you can catch all walks of life. I've met professional athletes. People that we may idolize. Everyone's equal on the bike.
Yeah.
From the most humble.
And quickly.
Yeah,
You find out
everyone
quickly.
gets humbled. So that's the amazing part about it. There's no other sport that does that.
Yeah.
It's a level playing field because the guy on the $10,000 bike or the $20,000 bike
All the same.
can get humbled by the guy that bought a 20-year-old bike and he got on it. He wants to train, ride, has a passion for it, and he's passing you.
I got to cut us off there because I am about to pop.